Well, this is the first time I've been out in a few days. We've had a lot of rain the last 2 or 3 days. No, you stay home, Bailey. So, I'm gonna go out for a little ride. See what's different, if it's anything. I wish I had my toboggan hat on. This is Sunday. And yesterday, I don't know, my daughter brought it in to me today. You know them pills that I hadn't been getting, the citrapram or something like that. Well, that showed up this morning. That's the one where I take a half a tablet every day. And it's for my mood, you know, me keeping me out my ups and downs. Boy, I was glad to see that. I gobbled one down right quick. 2 or 3 hours ago. I'm gonna go over here to I'm craving some ice cream, but I swear I just can't bring myself to pay almost $3 for a dadgone popsicle. I ain't gonna pay that much for a popsicle. I'll pay $1, but I ain't gonna pay no $3. No, I feel pretty good. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Jennifer goes back to work tonight. You know, she was in the hospital for a day. But she goes back to work tonight. There's a little bit of wind blowing this morning, going right up my back. I've been picking quite a bit of moss off this tree. I made myself so poor. You can see a little wind blowing there. I think I'm gonna go around this way. I keep saying I'm not going to scrap anymore, but here I go, and I guarantee you, if I see something lucrative, I'll probably grab it. There's some decorations. We used to ride around looking at decorations at night, but not anymore. People don't put it up like they used to. They don't put it up like they used to. What is that laying up against that tree? Well, you know what? That's pretty. That's pretty. You know what? My daughter would probably like that. Let me put this. Put this up like so. I'm gonna put this camera down. This is not exactly a good day to be out riding around. That wind is kind of coolish. So I'm gonna take myself to the house. I may be wrong, but I think Jennifer will like that picture. And it's a nice picture. It's not beat up or anything. Oh boy. Anyhow, that's oh, okay. I've been yapping 18 minutes and I got about 18 again on it, so I'm where I need to be. These glasses that they are 350s. Got 6 pair of these. These bought ones from Family Dollar and stuff. These are 375s. These work like a charm, but they're white. They look like white and black. They look kind of like who is Elton John? Well, I don't know. He probably don't wear nothing like this, but they're good. They're good. I can read everything just plain on my camera on the front. Right now I got 19 minutes and 35, 19 minutes and 38 seconds. I like it when I can keep up with that. Been reading a lot of news here lately. Some of that news, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. Some of it may be truthful and some of it may not. There was something on there. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Well, shoot. There it is. Let me put it in my... Well, shoot. There it is. What is my code, folks? Do y'all know my code? You shouldn't do that, but I'll tell you what my code is, so I don't forget it. It's the year I got married. What the heck is that? What is that? Let's see. Got married in 1964. February 4th, 1964. Just so you know, my wife was born in 1944, September 16th. Jennifer was born in 1970. Donovan was born Donovan was born in February of 1990. Joey was born in, wow, not sure. Bud, my son, Russell, he was born in 1970. October 1970. And he was going to be tall, just like his mama. He was going to be tall. Boy, I sure miss that boy. I don't miss him. I miss him, but it's not a constant thing. It's not a constant thing. That boy, he sure had the hots for that girl that died with him. And she was 17. So she was born like 1969. 1969, 1968. Her name was Robin. Boy, she was a looker too. I don't know why she fell for that boy. He was only 14. And she had her own car and everything. She was driving everywhere. You know, she drove to school. She hung out at the mall with him. They did everything together. I don't know. And I didn't know the extent of their relationship before they died. I didn't know. I didn't know all that till after they died, and my wife was showing me notes and love letters and stuff between the two. But he talked to his mother a lot about his feelings for her and everything. I don't know if they were old enough to be sexually involved. I don't know if they were or not. And somebody asked me one time, said, do you wish they were? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Anyway, would it have been a hoot if they were involved sexually and she was pregnant and had a baby, which would have been a grandchild for me? Wouldn't that have been a hoot? And he was 6 foot tall, big old blue eyes, and he wanted to play football. And who was that football player he loved? He was, I can't think of his name. He's still around today. He don't play football today, but he's around. But that boy used to do this dumbest stuff. He did. One day, I come home from work, and his bicycle was wrecked. It was total. Years later, I found out what happened. What happened was him and this kid named Jason Cook, they decided to ride down the railroad tracks on their bicycles, on the cross ties, boom, 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 boom. And they bent their wheels. They towed their wheels on the bike. And Jason told me about that one. Jason was a computer geek, and Jason come over to work on my computer one time, and he was telling me that. I was talking about, I think I asked, I said, how in the world did y'all tire your bicycles on? Oh, we was just riding down the railroad track. I wonder how Jason's doing. I wonder how his dad's doing. His dad messed up. He remarried. He got a divorce and he remarried, and he married this girl that was a Jehovah's Witness. And that wrecked his life. That wrecked his life. She wound up, they had a kid, she wound up leaving him, taking the kid, and there was a big turmoil between him and that church. And usually that's the case with the Jehovah's Witness. But I'm not for or against a denomination. But I do not like a Jehovah's Witness. Do not like them people. And if one comes to my door, pecking on the door, I won't be hateful to them, but I'll tell them real quick, y'all stuff is a bunch of garbage, I think. And here, I don't know if y'all here lately set end of time again or not. But the Seventh-day Adventists used to do that. Set up a time that the end of the world was come. The Seventh-day Adventists don't do that now. I don't like the Seventh-day. I was raised as a Seventh-day Adventist. I don't like them. I didn't like it when I was a kid, and I couldn't eat bacon, I couldn't eat pork chops, I couldn't eat ham, couldn't wear jewelry, just a whole lot of stuff about them people. My grandma, boy, she believed in it. My grandma and one of my aunts. And my grandma, Daddy Pearson, on the Pearson side, they actually took a piece of their land and built a church for that group. And if I'm trying to recall, somewhere in the 40s, the end of time was coming. They had a day, an hour, and all that. And I don't know. I can't remember all the what fors about it, but it didn't show up. It sure didn't. But they don't like to talk about that stuff when the end of time's supposed to come and it don't come. And that's where, if it started thunderstorming and stuff, we had to be still, be quiet. It's the Lord's work. And you be extremely careful. I don't think they do that anymore. And this church over here, this hospital, the biggest hospital in Ocala, is called Advent. It's Seventh-day Adventist. I don't go to that. That's the church I always went to. I mean the hospital I always went to. My wife died there. A couple of my babies were born there, but not anymore. You can't run past them. One time I was in the ambulance, they was bringing me over there, and they pulled in there, and I started looking around, and I said, "This is Advent. Get me out of here. Take me across the street." I was really upset. So they had to take me out of there. They said they thought that I wanted me. No, I won't be at Advent. The last time I was there, a lady come in there with papers and everything and didn't have anything to do with my illness or anything like that. It was Adventist talk. Get me out of there. I mean, they can believe what they want to believe. Everybody can. But my choice is no. About the Adventists, my choice about Jehovah's Witness is no. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to see if Jennifer wants to take all that scrap I got and take it over to the scrapyard or not. I mean, I could throw it out, but I think the scrap will come to about $30 or $40. So why throw it out just to go take it over and get the money for it? That's what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? Sure. Maybe you think, well, if you go over and do that, then you're going to get hooked on it again. Well, I'm not going to get hooked on it again. I'm just going to get that money. I like having that cash. Matter of fact, if she'll take it over tomorrow, I'll let you know how much I get. I'll even show you the money. I don't hardly ever have any cash in my hand. I would like to take some cash over to the little restaurant and get me a chicken over dinner. Yes, I would. I would like to get me, I would like to get, I wish my daughter would make some sausage gravy. I really do. But I doubt that she will. She feels pretty good right now. She feels a lot better than she did. But I worry about her. I really worry about her. Anyhow, that's what's up right now, folks. That's what's going on. I'll see you in the next one. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Hey, now. I'm happy. I feel good. Them pills just do me a world of good. They just make me feel so much better, and I was so happy when I seen them things. Lord have mercy. My hair's all gray. Anyhow, see you later. That's my story. I'll see you tomorrow. GoPro, stop recording. All right. I'm sleepless right tonight. I thought I would wake up about 12 o'clock and I finished making this video. But I didn't wake up at 12 o'clock. I woke up at 8:20 a.m. p.m. and that seems like that's what time it was when I went to sleep. I don't know. Anyway, I feel great. I feel so good. I'm not depressed. I can't figure them dang pills out. I'm not depressed. So I don't, I'm so glad them things come. They come today. I don't know why they come today. Today is Sunday. But today is Sunday. Brushing my beard. But at any rate, I'm up. I'm gonna finish this video. I'm eating cream cheese and chives. Wow, who says I have them? I don't see my bargain. There's my hat. You know, when I decided I was gonna get out of the Army, because I didn't want to go to Vietnam, and so they give me my orders. My orders was I was going back to, they were sending me to Fort Hamilton, New York. And I was going to be discharged at Fort Hamilton. Then I kept having a lot of mixed feelings about it. And I talked to CO. I said, I think I'm going to re-enlist Dan. He said, are you sure? Can you make up your mind? So I was going to stay in. And they cut new orders for me. And they sent me to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So out to Fort Sill I went. And I think there was an artillery outfit there that was going to put me in, and they sure enough were going to Vietnam.
Go first, start recording.
So, you know, back
then,
then,
y'all a little bit about
a re-enlistment bonus,
I to do this.
Well, the bonuses went sky high pretty soon after that. If I had abided my time, I would have probably got, depending on how many years I took, if I re-enlisted, I was going to take 3. And they wanted me to take 4. And I could have took 6. And I could have got the bonus, my MOS, I forget what my MOS was, but to change my MOS, I could have got around $10,000. And at one point, a friend of mine, he got over $20,000 when he re-enlisted. But when he did that, the Vietnam was over. But they sent me to Fort Sill, and I got cold feet again, and I decided I'm just going home. So I didn't re-enlist. It was a mess. They was really upset with me. I didn't have a critical MOS. My MOS is 10 something. It wasn't a critical. I was an ammunition specialist. I was on a 155 howitzer gun, which it kind of looked like a tank, but it didn't have a top to it. It was called a M something. And my job, like we pulled into the area to go into a position, and we got a firing order. You had a gunner, that's the guy that aims the thing. He's like usually a sergeant. You got